Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurates Holy Hajj Program 2022 and urges pilgrims to maintain Saudi rules and regulations while staying there.
যারা যাবেন হজে অবশ্যই সৌদি আরবের যে সমস্ত নিয়ম কানুন এবং আইন সেটা সকলকে মেনে চলতে হবে। আপনার নিজের ইবাদত বন্দেগী যেমন করা আবার দেশের মান সম্মান রক্ষা করা এটাও কিন্তু সকলের কর্তব্য।
Compensation and housing plots allocated for people affected by land acquisition for Podda Bridge as people aspire for development depending on Podda Bridge. Bangladesh proves its capacity in globe by constructing Podda Bridge with own fund, says analysts. BNP belittled itself holding meeting with baseless party, says Information Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Eight-kilometer part of elevated expressway to go into operation in Chattogram from this year. Russia starts naval exercises in Pacific Ocean involving more than 40 vessels. And part of national cricket team leaves for West Indies to play full format series against Caribbean. Assalamu alaikum, this is Kimi Orin welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. You have just heard the highlights, now on to the details.
জনগণের খাদেম হতে হবে, বড় কর্তা হলে চলবে না, ওই বড় চেয়ারে বসে হবে না, মানুষের সঙ্গে মিশতে হবে, ওদের ট্যাক্সে ওদের পয়সায় আপনাদের সংসার চলে।
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged the Hajj pilgrims to pray for divine blessings for the overall welfare of the country so that the journey of economic development of Bangladesh continues and people get decent lives. The Premier said this while inaugurating Hajj Activities 2022 at Hajj Office in the capital as chief guest, joining the event virtually from her official residence, Ganobhavan, this morning. Mentioning that her government has developed the Hajj management using modern technology, Sheikh Hasina said it's their duty to arrange all the facilities so that those who are going to Saudi Arabia can perform Hajj and worship properly. She called upon all to uphold the dignity of the very peaceful and holy religion, Islam. The Prime Minister also asked the pilgrims to abide by the rules and laws of Saudi Arabia while performing their Hajj rituals there. It's the duty of all of us to uphold the country's dignity. Keep it in mind, she added.
আমাদের প্রচেষ্টা ছিল যে হজ ব্যবস্থাপনাকে উন্নত করার। আমরা ধাপে ধাপে সেই ব্যবস্থাটা করতে সক্ষম হয়েছি। ডিজিটাল পদ্ধতিতে অর্থাৎ হজ ব্যবস্থা প্রবর্তন করা হয়েছে, যার ফলে পূর্বে যেমন হাজিদের কষ্ট হতো এখন আর সেই কষ্ট হয় না। সেই কষ্টটা আমরা দূর করতে পেরেছি। রুট টু মাক্কা ইনিশিয়েটিভ এর আওতায় আমরা আমাদের হজ ব্যবস্থাপনাকে আরও প্রযুক্তি সম্পন্ন করতে সক্ষম হয়েছি। ডেডিকেটেড বিমান সার্ভিস দেওয়া হচ্ছে। কাজে সেভাবে আমরা মনে করি যথাযথভাবে আমরা হজ ব্যবস্থাপনা অনেক উন্নতি করতে পেরেছি। যারা যাবেন হজে অবশ্যই সৌদি আরবের যে সমস্ত নিয়ম কানুন এবং আইন সেটা সকলকে মেনে চলতে হবে। হজের সকল কিছু আইন মেনে সবাই চলবেন, এটাই আমরা আশা করি। কারণ আপনার নিজের ইবাদত বন্দেগী যেমন করা আবার দেশের মান সম্মান রক্ষা করা এটাও কিন্তু সকলের কর্তব্য। সেই কথাটা আপনারা মাথায় রাখবেন। বাংলাদেশের জনগণের জন্য দোয়া করবেন, আর সেই সাথে আমি আমার আপনজন যাদের হারিয়েছি তাদের জন্য আপনারা দোয়া করবেন। আর এই করোনা ভাইরাস এই ধরনের কোনো রোগের প্রাদুর্ভাব থেকে যেন বিশ্ব রক্ষা পায়, মানব জাতি রক্ষা পায়, আর সেই সাথে বাংলাদেশের জনগণ এবং বাংলাদেশ যেন রক্ষা পায় সেই দোয়া করবেন।
Presided over by State Minister for Religious Affairs Mohammad Faridul Haq, the program was also addressed by State Minister for Civil Aviation and Tourism Mohammad Mahbub Ali, Saudi Ambassador to Bangladesh Isa bin Yusuf Al Dahlian, Secretary of the Religious Affairs Ministry Qazi Inamul Hassan, and Hajj Agencies Association of Bangladesh President M. Shahadat Hossain Taslim. The local people have become a part of the long-cherished Podda Bridge by giving their land. The government has already compensated nearly 21,000 landowners. In addition, as many as 3,000 families have been given plots in rehabilitation centers. Besides, more than 5,000 people have been given training in 13 trades to expedite their skills. The people of both banks of the Podda have been observing massive activities centering the long-cherished bridge. They hope that this megastructure will bring dynamism into social and economic fields in the southwest parts of the country, including Madaripur district. In the meantime, development activities have been kicked off in different places. People hope that this bridge will boost trade and business largely in southwest parts of the country. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will inaugurate the long-cherished Podda Bridge on June 25. The government has constructed the bridge with its own funds, giving a message to the world about Bangladesh's capacity and leadership of Sheikh Hasina. Bangladesh has proved its capacity once again by constructing Podda Bridge with its own fund, overcoming all conspiracies. With this success, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's far-sighted leadership has surfaced in the international arena. The assessment came from noted Pakistani educationist and international relations analyst Dr. Malika-i-Abida Khattak in an article in Pakistan's top-ranking newspaper, The Daily Times. In the article titled Story of Bangladesh's Podda Bridge, More Than Just a Bridge, she writes, the bridge bears the signature of Sheikh Hasina's visionary leadership. Dr. Malika-i-Abida Khattak has mentioned that there have been internal and external conspiracies over the construction of the Podda Bridge. The World Bank and other leaders stopped funding the bridge on false and motivated allegations, she added. The noted Pakistani educationist writes, but Sheikh Hasina did not stop and came forward with boldness to construct the mega structure with the country's own money. The construction of the Podda Bridge did not halt amid the coronavirus pandemic due to the firmness of the Premier, said the article of Dr. Malika-i-Abida Khattak. She also writes, the Podda Bridge will help increase the GDP growth by 1.3%. Dr. Malika-i-Abida Khattak has mentioned in her article that Bangladesh has proved its capabilities time and again. Bangladesh achieved its independence in 1971, defeating Pakistan in an armed battle. Awami League Advisory Council member Amir Hossain Ammu and the coordinator and spokesperson of the 14-party alliance has said that BNP wants to bring back arson terrorism and start fresh killings in the country. He further said their slogan on 15th August proves that BNP is hatching a new conspiracy. Amir Hossain Ammu said this in reply to a question from journalists after a meeting of 14 parties at his residence in the capital this afternoon. Thanking Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for constructing the Podda Bridge by own finance and without taking loan from the World Bank, Amir Hossain Ammu said 14 parties would spontaneously attend the inauguration ceremony of the Podda Bridge on 25th June. The meeting was addressed, among others, by Rashid Khan Menon MP, President of Bangladesh Workers' Party, Sheikh Shahidul Islam, President of Jatiya Party JP, Dilip Borua, General Secretary of Bangladesh's Sammyabadi Dol, Advocate Kamrul Islam, President Member of Bangladesh Awami League, Mrinal Kanti Das, Liberation War Affairs Secretary, Advocate S.K. Shikdar, President of Gano Azadi League, Muhammad Ali Faruqi, Joint General Secretary of Bangladesh Tariqat Federation, and Dr. Shahadat Hussain, General Secretary of Ganotantri Party, and other central leaders of 14 parties. The meeting mourned the death of eminent journalist and columnist Abdul Ghaffar Chaudhry and highlighted his contribution in developing the spirit of the Liberation War. Besides, a decision was taken to hold a discussion meeting on 13th June on the occasion of the second death anniversary of former 14-party spokesperson Mohammad Naseem. Awami League Joint General Secretary and Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmud has said, BNP proved their demean through conducting meeting with baseless political parties. He said this while addressing a human chain in front of Chattogram Press Club this evening. Chattogram North and South District Mohila Awami League organized a program protesting the threat of killing Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Dr. Hassan Mahmood also said that BNP, in association with the signboard-based parties, will not be able to achieve better result than that of the previous time. He said stern action will be taken against the traders who will try to hike prices of essential commodities, showing various reasons.
প্রতিদিন বিভিন্ন দলের সাথে মিটিং করে, মিটিংয়ে যে সমস্ত দল তাদের সাথে মিটিংয়ে হাজির হয়, এই সমস্ত দল যে দেশে আছে এই মিটিংয়ের পর মানুষ জানতে পারে যে এই ধরনের একটি দল আছে। এখন কোন সময় বাংলাদেশে আপনারা জানেন যে নানা ধরনের পার্টি আছে, ওই রাতের বেলা গুম করে একটা পার্টি, রাতের বেলা কি মরিচের গুঁড়া দেয় সেটা একটা পার্টি, তারপর রাতের বেলা মলম মেখে দেয় সেটা পার্টি, এবং সভাপতি থাকলে সেক্রেটারি নাই সেই ধরনের পার্টি। এই নানা ধরনের পার্টির সাথে যেই সমস্ত দলের সাথে তারা মিটিং করছে, এই সমস্ত দলের বাস্তবে কোনো অস্তিত্ব নাই। অস্তিত্ববিহীন দলের সাথে প্রতিদিন মিটিং করে করে তারা একটি সংবাদ পরিবেশন করছে। এটির মাধ্যমে তাদের রাজনৈতিক দেউলিয়াত্বটাই প্রকাশ পাচ্ছে। ওনারা নাকি ডান বাম সবার ঐক্য প্রতিষ্ঠা করবেন। 2018 সালের নির্বাচনের আগে ডান বাম অতি ডান সবার ঐক্য করেছিলেন, ঐক্য করার পর নির্বাচনও করেছিলেন। সবার ঐক্যবদ্ধ প্রচেষ্টার মাধ্যমে তারা নির্বাচন করেছিলেন ডান বাম অতি ডান সবাইকে নিয়ে। ফলাফল বিএনপির ঘরে মাত্র 5টি আসন। সুতরাং এইবারও এই সাইনবোর্ড সর্বস্ব দলের সাথে মিটিং করে এবং ডান বাম অতি বামদের সাথে নিয়ে নির্বাচন করে গতবারের চেয়ে বেশি ভালো ফল হবে বলে জনগণ মনে করে না। আর মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেব তিনি পণ্যের মূল্য নিয়ে কথা বলেন, আর 7 সমুদ্র 13 নদীর ওপার থেকে তাদের ভারপ্রাপ্ত চেয়ারম্যান ব্যবসায়ীদের ফোন করে করে বলছে পণ্য মজুত করো, দাম বাড়াও, দেশে সংকট সৃষ্টি করো, এবং তাদের ঘরানার ব্যবসায়ীরা এবং অন্যান্য ব্যবসায়ীরা তাদের কাছ থেকে এই বার্তা পেয়ে অনেক উৎসাহিত হচ্ছে। আমরা দ্ব্যর্থহীনভাবে বলে দিতে চাই, কেউ যদি এই অজুহাত দিয়ে নানা অজুহাতে পণ্যের মূল্য বৃদ্ধি করে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে আরো কঠোর ব্যবস্থা গ্রহণ করা হবে।
President of Chattogram North District Awami League M.A. Salam, its General Secretary Sheikh Ataur Rahman, Chattogram South District Awami League General Secretary Mofizur Rahman, South District Mohila Awami League General Secretary Shamima Harun Lubna, North District Mohila Awami League General Secretary Bashanti Probhab Palit, and leaders of Chattogram North and South District Awami League, among others, addressed the program. The elevated expressway in Chattogram will be inaugurated partially before the stipulated time. Authorities concerned said out of total 16 kilometers long expressway, 8 kilometers elevated expressway will be open to public this year, considering vehicles pressure after the launching of Bangabandhu Tunnel under Kornofuli River in December. The mega project was launched in 2017 to ease the road communications and control traffic in the port city. The expressway will connect Lalkhan Bazar flyover and Bangabandhu Tunnel. Chattogram Development Authority Chief Engineer Qazi Hassan bin Shams said the mega project will be launched partially considering the opening of the Bangabandhu Tunnel. The expressway will also connect Chattogram City to International Road Communication Network. Chattogram Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Mahbubul Alam said after inauguration of the elevated expressway, export and import will get momentum. Besides, it will increase investment opportunity in the region, he said.
আমি নাবিলা বাগান করি, জগিং করি, ক্লাসের পর আমি কখনো ফেলে রাখি না। আমি HIV পজিটিভ। আমি যখন গর্ভে ছিলাম তখন মাকে কয়েক ব্যাগ রক্ত দিতে হয়েছিল। বাবার ধারণা অর্ডিনারি ব্লাড ব্যাংক থেকে আনা সেই রক্তেই ছিল ভাইরাসটি। মায়ের মৃত্যুর পর আমার 10 বছর বয়সে বাবা প্রথম জানতে পারলেন আমি HIV পজিটিভ। সেই থেকে ডাক্তার ওষুধ করে করেই আমি বড় হতে থাকি, আর বাবা হয়ে ওঠেন আমার ছায়া। একদিন বাবা আমাকে সব খুলে বললেন। আমি ভয় পেয়ে গিয়েছিলাম, কিন্তু বাবা বললেন না, এইডস মানেই মৃত্যু নয়। ডাক্তারের পরামর্শে নিয়মিত ওষুধ খেলে এইডস রোগীও স্বাভাবিক জীবনযাপন করতে পারে। হ্যাঁ, এইডস মানেই মৃত্যু নয়।
নিয়মিত চিকিৎসা নিন, সুস্থ থাকুন।
Moving on to international news. Russia's Pacific Fleet launched a week-long series of exercises in the Pacific Ocean with more than 40 ships and up to 20 aircraft taking part. The Russian Defense Ministry statement said the exercises taking place from June 3 to 10 would involve groups of ships together with naval aviation taking part in search operations of submarines. The exercises were taking place amid Russia's 3-month-old incursion into Ukraine, described by Moscow as a special military operation. Meanwhile, the UK Ministry of Defense has said that Russia now appears to have the initiative over Ukraine in the battle for the Donbas. On the war's 100th day, the UK said Russia holds 90% of the Luhansk region and is likely to complete control of it in 2 weeks. President Joe Biden has said the U.S. should ban assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines to tackle the current age of gun violence. In a primetime speech to the nation from the White House, President Biden said, "Every day, too many places in America are becoming killing fields." He said, if Congress cannot outlaw such weapons, it should seek to raise the age to buy them from 18 to 21. His remarks come in the wake of mass shootings in Buffalo, New York, Uvalde, Texas, and Oklahoma. Back to national news. People of the country will not tolerate the politics of killings, anti-development conspiracies, and terrorism by the BNP anymore. Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Deepu Moni said this while speaking at a procession and rally in protest of BNP's anti-state conspiracies organized by Bangladesh Mohila Awami League at the National Press Club premises in the capital today. Presided over by the chairman of the Mohila Awami League, Shafia Khatun, and moderated by its General Secretary Mahmouda Begum, among others, Awami League Presidium member Advocate Kamrul Islam and Organizing Secretary Mirza Azam also spoke at the function. Leaders and workers from Dhaka South City and North City Mohila Awami League took part in the rally. Dr. Deepu Moni said, BNP's anarchism and chaos ahead of the inauguration of the Podda Bridge proved that BNP do not want country's development. She called upon the countrymen to resist BNP's conspiracies. Later, a procession was brought out which marched through different city streets. Now news on weather. Deep convection is continuing over North Bay. Met Office says squally weather may affect the maritime ports, North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Maritime ports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira have been advised to hoist local cautionary signal number 3. I repeat, signal number 3. All fishing boats and trawlers over North Bay have been advised to come close to the coast and proceed with caution till further notice. Meanwhile, weather forecast valid till 6 p.m. tomorrow said light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at most places over Rangpur, Dhaka, Mymensingh, Borishal, Chattogram and Sylhet divisions, and at a few places over Khulna and Ranchi divisions, with moderately heavy to very heavy falls at places over Chattogram, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions. Now today's maximum and minimum temperature in divisional cities. Maximum 33.8 and minimum 26.5 degrees Celsius in Rangpur, maximum 36.4 and minimum 25.9 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, maximum 30.1 and minimum 26.2 degrees Celsius in Mymensingh, maximum 28.5 and minimum 24 degrees Celsius in Sylhet, maximum 33.2 and minimum 26.3 degrees Celsius in Dhaka, maximum 33.7 and minimum 27.4 degrees Celsius in Khulna, maximum 31.1 and minimum 27 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and maximum 32.8, minimum 26 degrees Celsius in Chattogram division. The highest temperature of the country was recorded 36.4 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, and lowest temperature was recorded 23.5 degrees Celsius at Kumarkhali in Kushtia today. Now the weather forecast for the next 3 days. Day and night temperature may fluctuate by 1 degree Celsius and there may be cloudy sky at many places over the country. Light rain may occur somewhere. There will be cloudy sky in the capital tomorrow. Maximum day temperature will be limited within 32 degrees Celsius. Minimum night temperature would be 26 degrees Celsius. Clouds and sunlight may appear in the sky throughout the day in the capital on Sunday. Maximum day temperature would be limited within 33 degrees Celsius and minimum night temperature would be 26 degrees Celsius. Cloudy sky may remain appear throughout the day in the capital on Monday. Maximum day temperature may be limited within 34 degrees Celsius and minimum night temperature would be 26 degrees Celsius. Now news from the world of sports. Bangladesh team has started leaving Dhaka for the West Indies to play a full series against the Caribbeans. The Tigers are leaving the country in 4 stages for a 3-format series. 7 cricketers of the Test team left Dhaka this evening. The rest of the squad will take a flight to Antigua tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Members of the ODI and T20 teams will leave on June 22nd. First test will begin in Antigua on June 16th. Second test will start in St. Lucia on June 24th. T20 matches will be played on July 2nd, 3rd and 7th. ODI series will be played on July 10th, 13th and 16th. Before we end the bulletin, headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurates Holy Hajj Program 2022 and urges pilgrims to maintain Saudi rules and regulations while staying there. Compensation and housing plots allocated for people affected by land acquisition for Podda Bridge as people aspire for development depending on Podda Bridge. Bangladesh proves its capacity in globe by constructing Podda Bridge with own fund, say analysts. BNP belittled itself holding meeting with baseless party, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Eight kilometers part of elevated expressway to go into operation in Chattogram from this year. Russia starts naval exercises in Pacific Ocean involving more than 40 vessels. And part of national cricket team leaves for West Indies to play full format series against Caribbean. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we request you to follow health guidelines, wear mask and stay safe from Corona. Khuda Hafiz.